Welcome to Hangman Tarot. We're going to get started with our celeb tarot card reading, famous tarot card reading, however you want to say it. We're going to get started with it. Don't mind my crazy messy hair. I decided to get up in the early afternoon, get these tarot readings done for you all. So we are going to begin today's reading with Himanshi Khurana and Asim Riaz. Ashim Riaz. Anyway, so I'm going to give them nicknames just like I did the other ones so that I'm able to pronounce it throughout. So also I'm doing Sid and Rashami. After this, I will re-add for the live. Need a drink. So that will be happening also. Okay, so there's lots and lots of questions about this relationship as far as tarot card reading goes. I'm just going to give you currently how they're both feeling currently as far as feelings in the past. Anything that kind of comes up, if it comes up, it comes up. Otherwise, I'm not going to go through and you know, pick at it. I would like to just do the tarot reading like I normally do and just intuitively feel this also. Otherwise, I just get all thrown off. I'm going to go over the both of them really quickly just so that we know where we're at. Himanshi Khurana, I'm going to call Rana, is 29. She is a Sagittarius sun sign and a Leo moon sign. And then we have Asim Riaz, and he's 28 and July 13th, 1993. And then he's a Cancer sun sign and a Taurus moon. So pretty nice little combination there, okay? Let me see. Okay. Oh. Okay. So we're going to get started with this reading. This reading was much requested by a few different people. The Rashami and Siddhart is also something that has been requested by many people. Manpreet, specifically pertaining to that subscriber, actually, this is the video requested by him. And these are all requests by my subscribers. You're all my subscribers. I'm still just in awe of it, but we will be doing this right after you hit subscribe to Hangman Tarot. So go ahead and check out Hangman Tarot. Check out all the playlists, all of the general readings, love readings, celebrity readings, ghosted readings, you name it, we've got it. And if you don't want to miss any of those or any uploads during the week, which can be up to 6 or more, just depending on what week it is and where I'm at on my cards, then go ahead and click the bell button for those notifications. Check out all the social media links and all those platforms. When you go check those out, you're going to get all of the information from the description box, and you're going to share, like, and follow if you would. Please and thank you. And we are, hello, Aries. Welcome. We are going to get started. Again, I am nicknaming them. So Himanshi is Rana. I'm going to call her Rana. And then Asim, I'll just call him Asim. Okay, so that is the tarot reading that I'm doing today. And again, yes, I am doing Rashimi and Siddhart. That will be directly after this live. And if I don't answer questions or requests, please don't take it personally. I'm just trying to be as intuitive as possible. And sometimes that gets completely played off because of the interrupting. So it's almost like you're popping the energy bubble, if you will. If I stop and, like, you know, examine everything, I just want to, like, kind of go off my gut like I always do. All right, so again, when we're dealing with these two, she is Sagittarius sun, Leo moon sign, and he is a Cancer sun sign, Taurus moon sign. So weird. It's like could be a bad or a good combination for the two of these, but I really liked the vibe I got off these two. Intuitively, for some reason, butterflies and purple. So that's why I did the cover purple, actually. And I don't know if that resonates with you. Again, I don't know these human beings. I don't know them celebrity-wise. I don't know, you know, I'm just literally going off my gut here. So if that resonates, that resonates. But other than that, all right, we're going to get started. So we're going to find out a little bit about the two of them. We're going to find out how they're feeling currently and where they are as far as feelings, thoughts, emotions, currently just where they are. Okay, we got our 7 of Cups. That is in reverse. 4 of Wands. That is upright. All righty. Oh, okay. So currently, as far as she goes, as Rana, I'm just going to call her Rana. Himanshi? Is it Himanshi? If it's Himanshi, I'll just say Himanshi. I know, I just say these wrong. Okay. Himanshi? Okay, so Himanshi is in a place where there's some sort of bad choice that has been made. And a lot of acting before maybe thinking in the situation. And it's just about facing reality at this point. Almost like in an arrogant way. So almost like a bullheaded way, or like somebody who's just mentally kind of bogged down at the moment with that type of energy. Okay. So the bad choice that was made, whether or not it was between the relationship or something just in general, it's something that she's going to have to definitely face. And that is what she's doing currently, is just kind of like facing the situation. And it's quite a ways in the situation. It could even kind of be her making it up in her mind, because that's what I'm getting with the 7 of Cups energy that is reversed. It could even be her kind of like making, you know, an illusion up or delusion just to like fill the space where, you know, it's empty at. Okay. And as far as him, he's in a place where he's at a happy event. So currently he's at a place where he's celebrating, and I don't know what that means. It could also mean, again, it could have another story here. It could have that he has commitment on his mind currently. But this is something very passionate. So it could be on his mind, definitely, but it could be something energetically he is around. He could be at a wedding, a celebration, whatever it may be. But the joy around him is way different than what's going on with her. I don't know if they're in 2 different places or not. Hello. Welcome, welcome. So that's as far as where they're at currently. And that doesn't even have like a whole bunch of mess or fuss within the relationship. It's just really kind of making things very clear currently and just kind of progressing from there. So we'll continue on, and we're going to get into, let me pull 2 more here. Okay. So there's a lot of wishful thinking, some type of wishful thinking. And this probably has a lot to do with him. Maybe he's wishfully thinking about a commitment. I feel like he's definitely thinking about this commitment. Again, this is just kind of confirming that celebration, that wedding kind of vibe, or that commitment that he's maybe wanting. So it's like he's taking wishful thinking and he's just kind of like reliving that over and over. So that's kind of like energetically, that's why I'm feeling him currently there. And he's kind of got himself in this place. It's like joyful and happy, but yet it's not actually the real thing. It's just the energy of it. And I don't know why I'm saying that, but that's what I'm feeling here. And as far as like freedom, he gets the freedom to do this. He gets the freedom to have this commitment within his energy. And it doesn't matter if anybody else wants the commitment. So it doesn't matter if his partner wants it or not, or if he wants it or not, he energetically is in that place. Okay. And he's kind of like ruling that. She's external, like her external or her outside stuff is chaotic and disruptive, but it is a fated thing. So whatever drama is going on around her, it's definitely something that is something for her to grow from. She needs to learn from it. So it's fated. So she's got to be in it, you know, and karmically that has nothing to do with anybody around her. We cannot intervene. So that is just something that she's going through. So as far as this situation though, some sort of change within her fortune. So some sort of change, maybe financially, material, or her fortune could be love or her relationship. So it could even be disruption around her relationship, but it doesn't have to be. Again, that's just kind of where that resonates for her. We're going to find out what this connection brings to the both of them. Okay, so I've got my Knight of Wands that's in reverse, Six of Pentacles, and that is in reverse also. So just like this is definitely going to be talking about some lacking in passion. Somebody's a little arrogant in the relationship, and I'm going to go with Leo on that one. So I'm going to go with her because, again, she's having that disruption on the exterior. So she's the one who needs that reality check, really. Like maybe what she could lose or what she could gain. Okay. And you know, the delays that it brings to her or the lacking that it brings to her frustrates her. And she's extremely reckless about that energy that she has going on with that arrogancy. And yeah, so that's as far as connection though, she's extremely impatient with the fact that there's an instability within a relationship. And within this relationship, yeah, it's definitely Sagittarius energy. That stuff's Sagittarius for sure. That is so strange. It's just so nice when this just melts the right places, comes together in the right places. It's just kind of coming together like a puzzle. But anyway, so she's got a very arrogant and dominating energy about her, but it is bringing her frustration. So she's adding to her own suffering because there's nothing really actually wrong. She's just in a place where she is in a place to learn and to grow. So fate-wise, she can't walk away from that anyway. But there is an instability in her mind, which again, with the Seven of Cups in reverse, it definitely could be something she just kind of makes up. So it doesn't even necessarily mean there's an issue. As far as he goes, as far as a connection that kind of brings them together, Seven of Pentacles, that is in reverse. So maybe some sort of spending. So maybe she, you know, he likes to take her out and, you know, spoil her, spend some money on her, but it's kind of becoming an issue at this point. And that might have caused some frustration and chaos for her. And just because it seems big or little to you, it is a big deal to her, or it isn't to him, or whatever. You know what I mean? I'm just kind of going with the sense of this is what they're contending with. Okay. He's content as far as being a lover. He's extremely content. And as far as like, he knows that he's in over his head. He has purchased, if you will, her heart, and her heart, it carries heavy. Okay. And that doesn't mean she's bad or good. It just means that he is having a hard time, you know, walking with this heavy heart. Does that make sense? Okay. Because she's kind of diluted a little bit here when it comes to thinking that something's off. Okay. And the imbalance power that it is bringing, it's making him lack in material. And so when he's lacking in that material, he could be lacking into the physical, he could be lacking into finances, but there's nothing concerning finances here as far as work or finances. So I don't think it's that. It's not a bad reading thus far. Okay, let's get into the relationship strength for the both of them. Okay, Page of Wands, that is in reverse. Again, when we're in reverse, we're lacking or we're denying or we're not, you know, not facilitating something specific. Okay. Okay, so the strength, Four Cups upright for her is definitely, she needs to be dealing with some inner work here. Okay, she definitely needs to be dealing with her own reflection. So the strength of her relationship depends on that. So if she is just hanging out, looking in a mirror and checking on herself, taking care of herself, saying what's good, what's bad, what can I do, what can I help here with, what can I add to this relationship, then if she's seen all the truth and she's seen the good and the bad, then she can move forward. There would be a strong relationship there, but it's, you know, it's not as strong as it should be. And that is not, again, somebody else's fault or anyone else's fault. It just means what it means. Okay. And this is definitely dealing with the Cancer sign. Yeah, because she's not seeing the full picture. And if she were to see the full picture, and that doesn't mean because, you know, he's doing something crazy, the full picture is beautiful and ugly. The full picture is gold and silver. The full picture is bad and good, light and dark. And if you're not seeing the full picture, you are somewhere else with it. You got to fill in that space somewhere. And that's kind of what she does. But if she were to stop fucking doing that, she'd be fine. She'd be in this relationship in a different way. And it doesn't seem like that exteriorly, because I was looking at some photos and intuitively I could tell she was the stronger being as far as energy and kind of like pushing and the domineering stuff. You can tell that intuitively. I felt that, and I could feel like he's more of the like, you know, come lay with me, I'll take care of you, I'll snuggle you. And she's like, no, I can take care of myself type. You know what I mean? So it's just like she's an independent, fierce woman. Okay. And she's got some shit she needs to deal with. And it makes it so that she, you know, she says, oh, well, this isn't going to work because I have to do this. And he's like, but our stuff's fine. And she's like, no, it's not. And then it just adds to that heavy heart that he's carrying. Okay. I don't think it's appearance. I feel like a realness with their photo. Like just energy wise, I was feeling like almost like that seems like such a nice relationship. Oh, see, and he's thinking engagement, he's thinking commitment, again, like how I was talking about in the beginning, but she's not. And again, he hasn't like asked or he hasn't like done it yet, but he's in that place where that's how good their relationship is. Does that make sense? As far as him and the strength in their relationship, he manifested this. So he knows that he manifested this, and he knows that he has to constantly keep manifesting in order to allow this to keep continuing, to keep pushing that movement forward. Okay. And this is the exact energy that I actually thought he was. And this is playful, but it's too playful. It's almost too naive. He's so naive when he got into the situation that it actually is affecting him in a different tone than he would want. Okay. So his naiveness against her dominatingness is like a bunny and a lion. Okay. And a bunny is not going to fulfill the lion. The lion will not fulfill the bunny. That's just not going to fucking happen. But he's a yes. He knows that he can build the strength. He knows that he can maintain the strength. He knows he believes in himself. You can feel that. I do know one thing. He knows himself. He knows he got this. Yeah, he just wants that harmony and that peace. But again, that's going to stay in delay as long as she's kind of like in a different place with the relationship, saying that it's not like she's enhancing the troubles. And he's like, what? No, we're good. Well, you know, it's hard. It's hard, especially when you a bomb ass lady. She's a hard hitting lady. She's a fiery, passionate individual. She does have some, you know, shadow and demons that have a lot to do with maybe self-sabotage. So when we self-sabotage, it's not like something we're consciously doing. We just like out of habit are doing. And unfortunately, for relationships, that is an effect that happens. It's us looking like we're not taking advantage of our relationship. We're, you know, taking full over advantage or whatever. We're just taking too much. And she's consumed a lot in the relationship. You can feel that on him. And he holds her heart, even though it's heavy. But that's exhausting for him. And again, that doesn't mean she's bad, don't mean he's bad or good either way. But there's a different type of dynamic here. There's like you know, one side's heavier. One glass is fuller than the other because the other one drinks too much. Just kidding. All right. My mom jokes are terrible. Okay, so we're going to find out relationship as far as like weakness goes for them. So we're going to find out what is weak in their relationship. Okay, and I think we already know. So these cards are actually just going to confirm that. Y'all gonna tell me my hair looks crazy or not? I pinned it up because I was like, you know what? These people need some readings because, you know, I had been sick, but I literally needed to get to these readings. And I'm like, I'll just do this morning stuff. And I was just so eager that I didn't even get ready. I'm like, screw it, throw on a wrap and here I am. Well, career-wise, it's not saying a ton, but his career will only be as good as how he feels. So inwardly, if he's just, you know, over full from taking care of, you know, this lioness of a woman, You know, that could be affected. All right. So weaknesses in the relationship for the both of them. She's extremely withdrawn. She has a hermit reverse, which does not surprise me. It doesn't surprise you all. And now that I'm confirming it, it's like, okay, now we get it. Okay. 9 of Pentacles in reverse. This is his weakness. Okay. This is the weakness that he brings into the relationship. Okay. So his weakness is the fact that there's something in him that knows that this is not what he signed up for. Okay. So it doesn't like look the way that he was told it would look, or how she brought herself, or, you know, whatever. So the reckless spending is going to catch up to him, because the reckless spending is already being added here. And it's almost in that place where, you know, living outside of his means is going to really fucking affect him. And for some reason, I'm just getting almost like they're not even around each other a lot, maybe just working. And that is affecting them also. It definitely is not what it looks like, though. That 9 of Pentacles in reverse, you were just saying that you don't feel like maybe this is actually real and that it could be for media. Again, this 9 of Pentacles is just kind of confirming what you're speaking, because that could be a different, you know, a little off-tailored story. Who knows? Either way, yes, it doesn't matter what's going on there. We don't actually know what's going on there. So it's never what it looks like. Yeah, once he does rest and heal, though, that's going to be a huge hindrance to their relationship. Okay. Because her and whatever she needs depends on him fuelless. So he's going to put her out, and he'll need to rest. He'll need to heal himself, just, you know, everything, emotionally, physically, all that. But he's not going to be able to relax until then. And then again, that will affect them. But so she wants to be alone, though. They both got 9s. So it's almost like they're already almost in a place of ending. That's how I feel right now. Even though everyone's like, oh, they're going to get married. It's just like, she likes this alone stuff. And if they were going to get married, they'd already do it by now, because this is a long relationship, longer than I've had in a while. I mean, it's a really long relationship. It's pretty long for not being married. They're both Virgo energy too. Yeah, physically and materially and financially, he just needs to get to a place where he can refuel and not be overly consumed after he heals. Okay. So it's almost like this. She is looking for some type of answer, though. So she is looking for guidance in someone or something. The withdrawing and wanting to be alone and stuff. She could even be in a depressive state. But again, she could just be like, I don't want to deal with society right now. You know, she wants to kind of hide away from society, deal with what she's dealing with, find that light again and bloom. But as of right now, that's where she's at. And that's a huge weakness that it brings to the relationship, because it's not adding to the relationship so much unless you were going to take it back to the relationship. All right. So we're going to find out if this is going to be successful, or if it's going to be no. Is it going to be a yes or a no? So there is no winning here as far as she's concerned. And over here on his end, 6 of Wands upright, it's just a breakdown, and he has lack of harmony, and he knows that that is important to him. So that is something that is like a no-brainer. Okay. So the uncertainty and the fear of commitment for him, and this lack of harmony, is definitely going to put him in a place where if there's no support, he cannot keep going through. And this will take a little while, or it could already be happening. And this is, his card is Leo energy. So this is definitely pointing right at her. And there's definitely conflict. So like the outcome and succession of this relationship on his end is very uncertain. And it's almost like a no, but it's like he's still trying to be there. Okay. And as far as she goes, she got a 5 swords upright. Okay. And so she's seeing no. She's saying there's no winning here for me. And she feels like this relationship would be more of a fight, but she just doesn't need to fight. She wouldn't win if she fought for it. She wouldn't win if she walked out. But she just feels like, even if she says sorry, even if she, gets into a place where she's ready and she's ready to take her time, and it's just, it feels to her like this is just never ending. Because the things that she's dealing with, she can't explain to him, and he doesn't understand it, and vice versa. So this is just too much for the two of them. And the withdrawing and the no, like, even physical contact almost is just not conducive at all. But he does have a fear of commitment. And that might be another reason why they haven't been engaged or married. And there's so much, there will be likely tension in the end. So there will be a lot of tension. It'll be like fireworks. Okay. And the fear of commitment and, you know, the added up, he has no energy and lack of harmony, and she's not done her inner work. She has not reflected. I mean, yep. So that's where we're at on their relationship. So that is their tarot card reading as of right now. I'm going to get 2 more cards here. Okay. So the idea energetically for the both of them is throughout the relationship, if they were to pull from this intention, which there was lack of on her end, as far as forgiving herself, there's something she's dealing with internally that she's unable to say sorry to herself and move forward and heal from it. Okay. And that is something that is really blocking her from the heart stuff. So she's not going to gain any true marriage or true soul match or true anything if she's not open to it. And she's very closed off. She's blocked off. Because again, when you have no forgiveness for yourself, how can you forgive another person? And the other person's going to fuck up every day. Every second we fuck up in our relationships. Little, big, you still have to have that thread of forgiveness running through you. Okay? And that is just not running through this poor child. Like, she is a beautiful, beautiful individual. But we all have scars. We all have shadow. And that's okay. She's a bomb-ass diggity. She's amazing. She just needs to forgive her bomb-ass diggity. She needs to take care of herself. And he needs to trust his intuition. And he really was trying to trust his intuition through this entire thing. He would actually not listen to it. And he would keep going through with things, even though there was flags. So he wasn't actually taking his intuition for what it was. He was like, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. But, you know, he had to walk through whatever he's walking through. But he's as of now, currently, he is trusting that gut. He's trusting the intuition. He's trusting that feeling that we have been given since the moment we're born. That, hello, can you not see the flags? All right. That is their love relationship currently around and almost to a point where it'll be coming to an end here. And if it doesn't come to an end, it's because magically they start resolving shit, which we do. And that's where tarot cards change every second, every moment. All right. Let me pull a couple cards for Asim's career. Okay, there's 2 questions for that. So I'll just get that out of the way, and then we'll move on, and I'll do our Siddhart and Rishami reading, and I'll be back live again for that one. So that just won't be straight from here. I will open up a new one. All right, so we're going to find out about his career-wise, material-wise, financial-wise for Asim, who is a Taurus moon sign, and he is a Cancer sun sign. He's going to be forever good with finances and moving through with work. I'm telling you now. Taurus and a Cancer. Busy bee. Busy, busy bee. Oh. Those threw out. Okay. Okay. Okay, so he is dealing some sort of option. So he could be dealing with a third party in his relationship, or she could be. But he is dealing with the lack of commitment and the withdrawnness at the moment. Okay, so, and he knows that this third party, which could be work, it could be a person, it could be an animal, whatever it is, it's affecting their relationship so heavily that it has brought in a whole different thing. It's changed up the entire relationship. And that is something that was thrown out. I don't know why. Don't ask me why. But he does have options as far as his skill and his passion. So he does have a ton of options. So he will have to make a decision on that. Whether or not it's a quick decision is beyond me. But I think he's thinking about it at the moment. So there's a lot of thinking and wondering how he's going to move forward from here. Okay. And that is something that is current or right up ahead here. 2 page. All right. Yeah, because he's full of energy and he's ready to go. He is. He's like extremely ready to go. And he has good intentions. He's free. He has that freedom feeling. He's definitely going to keep moving forward. Confidence is on fleek. Yeah, so he's going to get into a place where he's going to be working on himself quite a bit. And as he does that, he's going to go after the conquest. He's going to go after the victories, the success. And his perspective, it will have changed because of what he has gone through, even after like a few months or even a month. Like his perception of things is changing. Okay. And he will be overly booked. And that is definitely going to be something that he forces. So it's like he's going to be like booked with a bunch of different jobs, and he's forcing this because he's filling in the space. He's obviously hurting, dealing with that inward stuff. And he's like, book all the gigs. I want to work. I want to work. I want to work. He's working. And it's a lot of victory. There's a lot of victory around in and out of these cards right now. Let me get my last card here. That's Cancer with that Chariot upright. So don't not make sense to me. Okay. So as long as he rides this energy, which he has already flipped the script, he's already living in a bliss. So he's already knowing the happy, the joy, the crazy, the committed, the loving space that he fills. He's an amazing human, and he knows this, and he's living this. And as long as he continues to do that, he's going to have every fucking job. He's going to have all the money in the world. He will have everything at his fingertips. He's an amazing human. That's all I got to say about that. That's all I'm feeling. I do not know these people. I've never watched them, which I need to sit down and watch them. But nonetheless, I will be back with the Rashim and Sid Hart reading also. So I will do that one. And then I think I will be done for the day with those. Again, if you have any requests or comments, please leave them over here. And I will also allow you to, I will let you know who requests, just because it's kind of cool and it's kind of fun to see where, the requests are coming from. But thank you so much for requesting. I try to get in here all the time. I'm a mom. I'm a tarot reader. I do a lot of things. There's a lot of things going on around me. So, I mean, when I get here, I get here. But I've been building this for almost a year. In December, I'll be monetized. So it'll be a little easier because then I don't have to work as hard off cam. So as far as being on cam with you guys on YouTube, this is, I love it. But again, I have to make money in other places. So that's just my only I'm overbooked. I'm fully committed to making money outside of YouTube until December. So hopefully things will not be so crazy. But anyway, either way, I want you to go ahead and hit subscribe to Hangman Tarot. Again, I'm Jordan, and I am Hangman Tarot, and I want you to go ahead and check out all of those social media links in the description box. When you do this, you're going to share, like, and follow those. And if you want to receive all notifications, click that bell button for Hangman Tarot. Other than that, have a beautiful Friday.